Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a
Thanks.
while.
Appreciate it.
I live in a new place. As you can see, I don't have my green screen set up. But where we left off. Does anybody else remember?
Didn't we
fight the big boy and
I-
get my sword back, and now
I-
it's time to fight Medusa?
I think, yes. The only thing that happened last session was you fought the big guy, destroyed some statues, and yes. Sure, we can pick up there. As the colossal giant stills, laying flat there on the ground in the center of this strange arena, the dagger falls free from his grasp and lays extinguished on the ground in front of him.
I'm gonna go get it.
And because she was not here last time, it was basically Dimitari's entire, the reason the fight went so smoothly was because of Dimitari. And it's
She's
not
getting
even
really good at her magic thing.
Yeah, what was it?
It was Fireball, wasn't it?
No, it was first round of combat, you blinded him, and he was blind for 4 rounds of combat, and he made 2 attacks because he could not see anything.
Neat.
Yeah,
He kept
everybody else got advantage.
failing. Yeah, he kept failing his save, so.
Kind of ironic considering he's like Medusa's henchman.
Yeah, it's like, you feel like he'd be used to not seeing, but.
Right. Thank goodness the DM didn't think of that.
So looking around this arena, does anything catch our eyes? Just look like a big fight pit kind of thing with an abyss all the way around. I think you said the ceiling
Give
was
me
like
a
20 feet.
perception check. It was taller than that. He couldn't even stood up straight if it was 20 feet. I think you climbed up 20 feet. It was definitely taller than that. That's like, because you scurried up the wall behind him while you were invisible or something.
Yeah.
Alright, you can tell that the room has a specific shape and a number of other devices kind of set into the floor and other mechanical gearing. What you're able to discern is that it is likely this room is meant to be sort of a like a dead end almost, like you can lock it down if needed. So the doors are both double reinforced from both sides, and can be operated from the other side. You know, they're huge weighted winches, massive gears and other things, and the room itself is not easily traversed.
Is there any sign of a Medusa at all? Like, or any sign of any life whatsoever in this room now that the big guy's dead?
Not really. The bugs have been destroyed by Romney. And other than your party beginning to kind of search the room, it is quiet.
You said there were spots on the floor that were mechanism.
You can see that there are, not in the middle of the room, but over by the door, there's it's essentially designed to shut the door as quickly as possible.
So like a panic button, you hit it, and then the portcullis goes rattling down, and
Yeah, it's basically a button. You watched it happen. The big guy hit it when you guys came in, and that was how he locked the door behind you.
and do we see the reverse mechanism? Hit a button, and the
So he only
thing goes
shut the
rattling up.
mechanism for the door that was behind you. There's another door in front of you that is giant and gilded. It was the one that you were like trying to get through and you couldn't.
Right.
So that door is closed, right? And we probably want to open it.
Maybe.
Okay, so can we look for some type of button that looks like it might open that? Another button he didn't push?
Let's make sure everybody's feeling tip top. Some of us have gotten smacked about a little bit.
I mean, I'm doing okay. Like I'm still above 3/4, so
How's everybody else looking?
I'm looking like fine.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I'm
good.
not too bad, but I wouldn't mind um, patching up some bumps and scrapes.
All right, so that's me, Azrael, Javid. Is anybody else hurt? How's Briar
I
looking? Go ahead, Dimitar.
I'm a little hurt, but like I'm not worried about it, sort of thing.
And Briar?
her character sheet says she's like way down. Like
Cool.
I would focus healing definitely on Briar.
Briar is not way down.
Oh. Because her character sheet right now says she's at 81 compared to at a 126.
Jeez.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's sort of injured for her.
It's-
She's
Yeah,
got
for
more hit
her,
points than
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
yeah,
sure all
she's
of you do.
yeah. But the thing is she's still our tank, right? So we probably want our tank. If we're gonna heal, you probably want to heal the tank.
yeah, we got a minute. We can do that. I mean, if nobody else has got anything, I can do some.
No, hold on.
Uh,
Everybody gets 22 hit points. I'm activating the devotee sensor. So that's everybody goes up by 22.
All right, that puts me up to full.
That puts me down a little bit. Briar will be fine. Don't particularly want to use magic if I don't have to.
No, I think that should be good. I mean, that puts her at a little over 100, which is more than anyone else has. So
Not me. Oh wait, you're wrong. I'm at 103. Never mind.
she's just over you.
All right, so that only takes a minute.
So now can we investigate for a button that might open that door?
Well, what were you saying, Dimitar?
I was just gonna say, like, I wanted to make sure I had packed Denise up. I think I did in my little bag of holding.
Oh, Denise.
Yeah, because if we got the time, we're gonna have to reanimate
It
him.
only takes a minute, I'm pretty sure.
It does.
All right. So you want to reanimate him while we're healing?
Yeah, that's
We can have Denise. Yeah.
okay.
Does he do the can?
No,
Can
that
he do
was
the can?
he could do the can. I mean, okay, sure. We'll
I just thought it was funny. That's all.
It was. We can't pretend like all of them or all the animated dead are the same. You
Okay,
know,
so
Denise has
what's
his own personality.
what's Denise do then?
Maybe like an Irish jig.
Okay.
He gets up and he does like a light stretch and cracks his back a little bit. Ugh. Picks up his sword, his shield.
And then he does bardic inspiration.
I don't know if Denise knows how to do that.
Well, no, not for realsies, but I mean, he's gonna do his little Irish jig, and people are gonna morally feel nice, but not affect their stats.
Off your shuffle.
I feel very motivated.
He knows how to do the Carlton or whatever.
Charleston.
No, the
Are you looking up a video?
no.
Are you talking about the Carlton from Living Color?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes, the
That's what I
Charleston
meant.
dance. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, the Carlton.
So I
Yeah.
said the Carlton. All right. So you've
Okay.
had a minute or two to take a quick breather. Good job, Reagan.
Yep.
You watched
I
the
do.
video.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Azrael. There's a lot of mechanisms, actually. It's hard to tell which one operates the door. You do note there are two kind of arm-sized holes in the door at about arm height for your average-sized person. They are pitch black. You cannot tell what is inside of them. And they are equidistant from the edge of the door. The door's huge, you know. I mean, what was it? It was like 15 feet across or something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start pushing all the buttons. Every button. I'm just gonna push buttons.
There aren't really a lot of buttons. It's more just like gears and chains and other things. And they're kind of like, they're visible, but they're inset in the wall. So it's hard to tell exactly how to operate them. It looks like it's just kind of like a mechanism that has been tried. They recessed it, but it's still visible from the exterior.
Can I punch the door? I want to punch the door.
Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll. You hit the door, and you dent the metal.
Alright, I'm done.
Can I try to see if there's anything that looks more worn than the other? Like if the metal looks shinier, less tarnished,
Sure, give me a
and
perception
maybe
check.
Yeah, like the buttons of 3374 all worn away.
yeah, right.
You can tell that there is a weird, like, not really weird. You can tell that someone has, it's the same kind of scraping around like a keyhole on a doorknob around those two holes. But the gouges are large. They are much more noticeable than your tiny little scuffs you would get from your average sized key for your house.
The holes the size that the giant would poke either an arm or digit into.
They are normal human sized if you wanted to put your arm inside, but they are quite large, yeah.
That just sounds like a bad idea.
So it's like giant digit sized.
They're probably kind of small for him, actually, honestly.
Anybody got a weapon they don't care about? We can just shove it in there, see what happens. I mean, it looks like
Why
maybe
don't
weapon
why don't we
gouges.
lop
Right?
something off the giant and poke that in and see if. I
What are you
mean,
lopping?
There's
giant's
the
got.
short swords that Vin was using now that she has her long sword back. Maybe she just
Yeah.
need those short swords.
I was gonna say
Or-
you can take one of them. They are Javids, so it's up to Javid if we can use them. But I do have them.
Romney, what's your passive perception? 20? 21?
20.
All right, while everyone else is focused on the door, you note that hanging from the center of the arched, buttressed ceiling, about 40 feet off the ground, is a massive key dangling.
What's the light situation in this room?
It is quite dark.
Oh, sweet. I'm just going to click my heels and start flying up to it.
So, sorry, correction. It is light where you are currently standing, but the light does not illuminate the ceiling. So, only you and Daydark, or not Daydark, but Javid realistically would have been able to see it.
Oh, damn it. So I can't fly? All right.
You would not be able to fly, unfortunately. I mean, you could, kind of scurry up the wall, 10, 15 feet and then fly, but where you are currently standing, it is illuminated.
No, I'll just kind of elbow Azrael a little bit. Hey. And just point at the key hanging from the ceiling.
I'll kind of
climb up the wall and get it?
Yeah, I'll just kind of squint and be like, oh, I got this. And just creepy girl walk up the wall.
As you do.
Yeah, that's my thing.
You walk up to it and you realize it is as tall as you are. And it is solid metal.
Heck yeah.
I think I'm pretty strong, but can I swing from it? Can I just jump on it and hold it and see if I can bring it down?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it like a chandelier, right? You know how you jump on it and you
you jump on it and you hang and you're gonna kind of swing and see if you can get it off of its hook.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me an acrobatic.
Not gonna lie, I don't have telekinesis, so good luck, everybody.
Can I just have I'm assuming Briar would absolutely be there for if this goes horribly wrong.
I mean, it does what she wanted it to do. It shing off the hook and then it just falls.
I don't take fall damage. Well, I have a limit on it. Where's my slow fall?
Jeez. I forget these things.
It's
that is
70 points of damage.
Yeah, so my slow fall, I can use a reaction to reduce of any damage by 45. So pretty much, it has to be over 45 before I even take damage.
You would have taken 16 damage.
No damage.
The rest of you, as you
superhero.
watch, yeah, it plummets. The key goes strikes the stone and cracks it a little bit and bounces towards the edge as Azrael just lands.
No, not towards the edge.
Someone want to catch that?
There's only one of us that might be strong enough.
Sure, you can Briar grab it or
Briar,
something.
get them.
Yeah, you want to Briar just fly over and get it.
I ain't get the gas for that. Also, I dropped concentration on Holy Weapon.
Okay.
Since Finn no longer needs it.
You
That's
dropped that a
okay.
long time ago.
I do not need it anymore.
You dropped that at the start of the last fight when you cast.
Okay.
You were surrounded by scarabs that were eating everyone. Oh, also, sorry, you guys are currently being eaten alive by scarabs. I totally forgot about
Wait, I thought I pulled, well, at least mine, I thought I took the knife and got them out.
Why is it every time we don't make it in, there's bugs involved? First it's worms, now it's scarabs.
It just has to happen.
Liam specifically schedules it so that you guys don't have to deal with the bugs.
Yeah, you didn't have to deal with the mummy scarabs that got under your skin that you had to dig out with a knife.
That actually happened?
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
All right, if you guys want to have dug them out, or
me.
if you guys want to have dug them out or burned them out, you just got to take 1 point of damage.
Because I specifically remember asking if I could take my dagger and just dig it in to get it out.
Yeah, you deal yourself 1 point of damage and you cut them out. I think it was Romney and Demetari. But yes, Romney popped his his aura of ancestors or whatever, and he just totally incinerated all the scarabs. So.
Are they alive or undead scarabs? What's going on? Are they?
They were alive.
Actual bugs.
They were
okay.
real bugs.
Could I cut it out in a way to where I can keep it after? Put it in a little.
Yeah, you can keep the little bug.
Yeah, a little Mulan moment where I've got little Cricky in the cage and we're just vibing.
Okay.
Except that he's covered in blood from your leg.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tick almost, actually, when you think about it like that.
Like a really gross tick that was inside of you, and he's really hungry for human flesh.
Okay, well, I'll stick him on the next guy.
That would be
That's a-
terrifying.
Great idea.
You're gonna like torture the next guy, be like, here, I'm gonna make this thing burrow into you. Like, what is this, Wrath of Khan?
I don't know if they're really mean.
Right. Yeah. Stick the cage up to his face. Open wide.
Gosh. Some Alien versus Predator stuff right there.
Okay, but yes, yeah, the scarabs are gone. Totally forgot about that. And Briar rolled a 27, so yeah, she just like snatches the key and it stops. She just like grabs
It's like
it.
3 times her size,
Yeah, it
isn't
is
it?
easily 3 times her size, and she just grabs it and then like starts flying it over to the door, and she inserts it in one of the slots.
Does it do anything?
I mean, she could if she turns it and nothing happens.
Do we need another one, maybe?
Well, let's see. There are 2 holes. We could try the other hole.
Well, is there another key somewhere that we just didn't see?
I don't know.
Did we search the giant's body for a key?
I
No
squint at the ceiling.
No one has searched the giant. It is the only key on the ceiling, or it was the only key on the ceiling.
Okay, I guess we're searching
Yeah,
the giant.
Yeah.
I sort of think searching the giant would have been like step 1.
Nope, the only thing that's happened so far was Vin picked up her sword. All right.
Yeah, yeah, we may. Well, I mean, he's kind of ugly and smelly. Maybe I don't want to touch him.
He smells great. He keeps care of himself.
Oh,
Whoa.
He smells of like sandalwood and.
Can I roll an insight against the DM?
He smells amazing.
he won't smell that much. Like, just give it time. That'll be fine. Classic giant smell in a little while.
Yeah, so let's pat down the giant, see if he's carrying anything.
All right, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I'll help.
Yeah, that helps.
He is quite large, and there are many potential hiding places where a giant of this stature could have hidden a 5-foot-tall key.
Shouldn't we all be looking? I mean, divide and conquer,
and-
right?
Briar's gonna have to help roll him over on his back so we can search the front side.
Does he have a bag or anything?
He does have a pouch. However, it seems to contain some food and a massive water.
I mean, so Romney has find object, right? Can we like maybe find the key that way?
He's got like an entire tuna fish, like the full tuna fish wrapped up in like a seaweed wrap, tucked away as like a snack for later.
That's nasty. That's just nasty.
Did you know that tuna fish can grow to be 6'7"?
Wow.
Yeah,
that's-
weighing
it's
hundreds
a-
of pounds.
It's a massive fish. He had it in his, he brought his.
And you said he smelled good. Fish
It's
does not
wrapped in
smell good.
seaweed.
The fish was
Fresh.
cooked. The fish was cooked. It smells good. He's got like some lemon herb on it, nicely salted.
Oh, I bet he made that himself.
Or his wife did.
That's right.
Oh, his
Probably his wife, and she's gonna
Yeah, actually, there's a big you
gets
unfold
off the
it,
shift.
and you can tell there's like a big note that says "Have a good day at work." It's written in giant.
Oh, we're
Is there a
bad people.
picture of his kids too?
Yeah, at the bottom there's like really scribbly
Jeez,
big
Dad.
handwriting that says "I love you, Daddy."
Oh my god. We're monsters.
It's fine. Vin can't read. She doesn't know what that says.
Oh, Jesus.
Somebody
Anyway,
look at
locate
search
object.
The great father's body here. Like, oh,
So we pat him down, checking under the kilt and everything.
All right. Can somebody else give me an investigation check?
I
Anyone
will
else
do
who
an
is there?
investigation.
Still helping.
oh my gosh.
All right, Demetari, 16. You find that was kind of, like around his neck on a string, there is another identical key.
Okay. And I bet his wedding ring's right next to the key.
No, that's on his hand.
Oh, okay, yeah, because of course. All right, I'm gonna like attempt to like haul it off of, just drag it. Like, oh, I got it, guys, it's right here. I'm sure there's like this giant clasp on this necklace that I'm having to work with.
Briar will fly over and like you're struggling with it, then she just like grabs it with her tiny little hands and just lifts it up out and pulls the chain from off of his neck, flies it over to the door. There is a giant golden wedding band on one of his fingers. It's huge. It's big enough to be a belt if you wanted it to.
Oh yeah, we're taking that.
Oh, no. You know what? He's
a
not
lot
gonna
of gold.
I mean,
That's a lot of gold.
maybe we can find his family and give it back to his wife.
Or
How
not.
horrid would that be? Hey, we killed your husband. Here's the thing that was
don't
on his
have to
finger. We
say
might as well
that-
leave the finger attached.
We don't have to say that we killed him, but like, wouldn't she want something to like remember him by? Like, she's
He
not
has
gonna know
his
what happened to him.
children.
Well, but the thing is, it's like he's just gone and she doesn't know anything. At least that'll give her closure.
He works for Medusa. Just take the ring and move on.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just gonna unearth more trauma. Like, imagine. Yeah, no. We'll leave it alone.
All right.
So,
So
in
you're
addition
taking
to the tuna fish and the water skin, the pouch doesn't contain anything. He doesn't have anything tucked into his belt. He's got the chain on the key on a chain around his neck, and that's it.
Yeah, that's all I wrote down. That's what he's got. He just...
So he didn't have like a deck of cards to keep himself entertained on those long shifts, waiting for people.
Nah, he like plays chess with the big statues, probably.
He sounds like a really great guy.
He
Was a really good guy. Yeah, me and Sasha know what's up.
He did take something that didn't belong to him, though. I mean,
He
Purple
did, and
ass
he didn't
sword.
return it when asked.
that's true.
Yeah, he was kind of a dick about that.
All right. So the last key fits into the hole in the door, and with turning it, nothing happens.
Does it maybe need some magic or something?
You
Maybe
note
need some-
when you turn it that a mechanism within the door whirs and clicks, and when you stop turning it, it returns it to the neutral position.
Okay, we need to do both keys at the same time then. I would imagine.
Yeah, that would make
So
sense.
the whirring stops.
The whirring stops when you return it to the neutral position.
Yeah, so if we turn
Oh.
both of them at the same time, that might, like, if you turn both of them, you have two people. Like, the keys maybe need to turn at the same time to get the thing open.
All right, Briar is strong enough to turn one by herself. Who is going to turn the other one?
I can turn one of them.
All right, go ahead and give me an
Yeah.
athletics check.
I can help.
Romney can get his big fat ass up there.
Oh, dang.
All right, so if someone's helping Vin, you can roll with advantage. So why don't you go ahead and give me another
Another one.
one.
Another one.
There you go. All right, with Vin and Briar turning the keys, they twist, and then there's a heavy click, and the door goes loose and is able to slide open. There's a dark space just beyond the door, steps leading downwards, and an orange flickering glow.
What's it smell like?
Fish.
Tuna.
Gross. Tuna.
Okay,
But,
so
heating fish in the office microwave.
you don't do that. You just don't.
So you don't cook tuna in the dungeon ovens. Anyway, so stairs leading down, smells like tuna, flickering glow. It's dark. We see. I mean, is it just the passageway?
It appears
It's
to
not
be
a-
just the passageway. You do note in here that there are what look like small arrow holes in the walls on the right and left. Viewpoints
That's not good.
potentially for guards, as this is a prison.
Ooh, can I look for booby traps?
Can I look for boobies?
Sure, go ahead and give me a perception check.
To me or Vin, because
I guess both of you.
Those are different things.
Investigation, we're rolling for boobies?
Sure.
apparently, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh!
With the exception of the whichever ones are currently within your party, there are no other boobies to be found. Demetari, as you are kind of looking around, you can tell that within these arrow holes on the wall, the space beyond doesn't really appear to be anyone there. It's like an empty hallway. You kind of have to put your face up to it and look through. There's debris and other thing back there, but you don't notice anyone.
Okay.
Can we take a peep through the arrow slits and tell whether the space looks abandoned or it's just
They're definitely abandoned.
know,
There's no one back there.
not there? Okay.
Can we just full on send Denise Carlton style down there? Because I mean, if there is something going on, he will trigger it.
Sure.
I thought that was what we had Gamby for.
Well, Gamby's not that big.
Also, Gamby recently died, and now we feel bad.
Well, so did Denise.
Yeah. But Denise would at least go out doing something he loved.
Gamby didn't ask
Dancing?
for this.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Denise, dance like no one's watching, and then we're gonna send him through.
All right, Denise just starts walking down the steps. As you guys are at the edge of it and actually looking down, you can see that it like gets to a landing and then it kind of does like a switchback and it goes the other way. So you can't actually see like all the way to the bottom. It just kind of goes down.
I am following.
Is the stairwell abandoned as well? The giant doesn't come down this way.
Actually looks pretty clean. Within the arrow, the guard like hallways adjacent to this, they're dirty. No one goes back there very obviously, but this space tidy, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you guys just waiting for Denise to see what happens? It's quiet
No, we're gonna follow.
All right, he kind of clicks off down the steps and gets to the next landing and turns and just starts keeps going down the next way.
Do we hear anything as Denise is going down the hallway? Like, is there any type of movement, whispering, anything like that?
You do note a strange and discordant sound coming from below. It is unclear what it is. It kind of sounds like squeaking or something of that sort.
I feel like we should follow him, but maybe like a flight of stairs behind, so that he's not too far ahead. But
We got to give Denise backup, right?
oh yeah,
What if something happens? You know, if Denise gets jumped by a swarm of rats, we want to be able to beat them off, right?
Always. So you follow Denise down. He gets down 2 more landings after the one you had already found. The light gets brighter, and eventually he gets to a landing and stops. Here you can see the source of the light is a massive brazier. It's probably 5 or 6 feet wide, full of materials. Just this like great big flame warming the space, illuminating it. The source of the orange glow. There's a hallway beyond. To the left of the landing, Denise is kind of looking up at another really large door. This one is stone, and it appears to be slightly ajar. There's light coming from within, and you can tell the echoing sound, the squeaking, is coming from within this doorway. Leaning up against the wall opposite the ajar door is a massive, probably 12-foot tall broom. Beyond the landing, it is a just straight hallway lined with statues heading into darkness.
Getting real tired of these statues.
Seriously.
All right, who can go invisible?
So Daedar can be kind of invisible in dim light. I have a 1 a day where I can turn 1 person invisible. But it's a once shot, so once I use it for the day, it's done.
Because I mean, we could take somebody sneaky and peek into the door if there's noises coming from there. That's fair. Yes, absolutely. You know what? Yes, let's do that then. You're up for it.
Yeah, we can be sneaky. It'll be fun.
You're not going, Romney.
No,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. Romney shouldn't go. I should go.
Whoa, I don't know if either of us should go.
Yeah,
We're the
I
sneakiest
feel like
ones here.
I feel like it should be either Javid or I.
Maybe both of you guys just go. I mean, you be the backup, but Javid does, because I mean, Javid, I've seen that man stand absolutely still in broad daylight, and I can't see
definitely,
otherwise.
yeah. Javid can go in, and I'll follow just in case like there's something in there. I can get him out of there.
All right, so what do you
Oh, so
Yeah, go
Javid and
ahead.
Azri are gonna go, and then what? Before you guys do leave, because how far are we from that ajar door?
30 feet?
Okay, just temporarily, I'm going to throw my cloak, the mountebank one, over Azrael, and just for emergency use only, if you need to like get out of Dodge fast. But I want it right back because obviously I make mistakes where I need it. But yeah, just in case, I'm doing that, and then I guess we'll keep watch while you guys go.
Yeah. As get out, Javid and I will just get the hell out of Dodge and get back. So
Yeah.
we can both move quite quickly.
Yeah, so I'll first off, you said there was a broom, a
There's
large
a big old broom.
to the right. It looked like it's domestic use, kind of keeping the stairways and landings clean, sort of.
A reasonable assumption.
Yeah. All right. Well, I
There's
will.
a big old feather duster too.
Oh, good. What kind of feathers are they? Like ostrich
Rock.
plume? Rock duster.
It's the only thing that makes feathers that big.
A geologist's favorite cleaning supply.
Yeah, I'm gonna as quietly as I can tiptoe over to the door where the light's coming out and the eerie sounds coming from, and take a peep in.
All right, go and give me a stealth check. Right, you sneak over to the doorway, poke your head around the corner. You can see this huge rug laid out. There's a place for muddy shoes, other things, equipment, a large living space within it. You can tell immediately that this is probably a giant's home. The discordant sound grows loud as the sound of metal clattering.
Does it sound like plates being washed?
It does sound
Plate
like
armor
plates
being
being
flung?
washed.
Okay.
Is this his
And-
family's home?
Yeah, it probably is. We're gonna have to break it to Mrs. Giant that Papa's not coming home.
I feel like no, we should just go back, check in with Romney about the whole like flying object for the agate, and just not talk to her. Let's not talk to her.
You hear an echoing voice speaking a language you do not understand. And crossing the entry hallway from left to right, you watch as a very large creature, not as large as the one you had previously fought, probably half the height, walks across, and he's holding. The music stops. I say music. The sound stops, and as he crosses, you realize he's holding a very large violin. There's voices speaking giant in this.
Junior's. Yep. That's Junior. Junior's going to be really upset that Papa's not coming home.
Yeah, we should really just sneak back out. Just make our way back to the group. We were never here.
I think you're right. Best not to stir that up.
Yes. The other voice chimes in, and it sounds like maybe, a little bit higher intonation than the one that you had interacted with previously.
Yeah, let's head back. Maybe check in with Romney, make sure we're.
I mean, you guys didn't get very far at all. You're like, everyone else can watch you walk over to this doorway, look inside, and this is what you saw. You haven't gone inside yet.
Can I do some hand signals that signal that this is the family?
Just,
like maybe
give
draw
everyone,
some
like,
stick
this
figures.
one, and
Yeah, like
Briar's-
Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Baby Bear.
Briar's over there like, I think that means attack.
Sounds good. I think that's what she means. That's normally what she does, right? She just punches people.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
punching is this though, not the little stick figure.
Maybe she wants us to ambush them.
No, let's not do that. Let's see if we can move down the hallway without stirring up any statues.
I feel like we should send Denise down the hallway. Denise is great with statues.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, Denise.
we can.
He
Taylor,
gives you a
Denise,
salute,
you
and he
take
starts walking
one
down the
side, and
hallway.
I'll take the other.
He walks straight down the.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch him. Does it look
Just
like any
clicking, just-
traps, pressure plates?
Not really. Just walks down the center.
I'm going to do the skirting the walls, ducking into corners, trying to take full advantage of all the shadows, being as invisible as I can in the light.
What are the rest of you
Lighting
doing?
conditions here.
You guys did end up telling us that was a family in there, right?
Yeah, we did before, because would have had to gone to you to tell you about that Denise should go down there. So I definitely would have been like, that's his wife and kids.
If they're sneaking just to get an idea of what's going on and we're not really following because we're not sneaky, I think me and Ben are going to be playing Boulder Parchment Shears in the back.
Absolutely. They're just kicking it.
All right. Boulder Parchment
The Clanky
Shears.
boys vibing.
Vibing.
All right. Denise is
Clanky
just
boys.
like walking down the center, and like Javid is like looking around. He does like a combat roll from like behind one statue to another statue, like presses himself against the wall, like shuffles down a little ways, and like Denise is in the middle, just.
I wanna walk from the ceiling. Can I just be like creepy girl hanging from the ceiling, following Denise like 30 feet behind him?
Okay. And yeah, Azriel's just like walking across the ceiling upside down, just.
I'm gonna recognize that there's a family home with children, like, right there, so surely there's not anything super dangerous around that they could get into.
Oh, giants, you know, maybe it's survival of the fittest with their kids.
They child-proof the hallway, right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's, like, little foam things capping the statued weapons.
All right. As you travel, the statues do not move, but you do note in the darkness that their anguished faces do seem to have blood-red tears flowing down their cheek.
Oh, fuck.
You get about 80 or 90 feet down this passageway, and it's just straight, just nothing but statues and alcoves. And you come to what looks like it may have once been a crossroads or something similar. But to your right, there is just this massive pile of stones blocking up the passageway. And to your left, what looks like this very kind of hastily constructed wooden door covering up that passageway. As you look at it, you note that it has, at the ceiling, kind of eye level with Azri, this huge chain and padlock locking the door shut.
Does it look
So
like
a
regular?
construction zone?
No, it just looks like the door is locked shut with a lock that happens to be like 40 feet up on a ceiling.
So would regular thief tools fit into this lock?
No, you could put your entire arm into this lock.
Make it easier. You don't have to use a tool. You just fiddle around with your fingers.
No, I'm looking
so
to.
the passageway you are in does continue going straight forward.
I mean, we can check out the rest of the passage, maybe, or I don't know. Romney, which way should we be going? You're our guide, right?
If
You
you
know
want
where
me to
the
burn
thing
another spell slot, I can be the guide again.
He's
I
about
feel.
50 feet back.
I'm just gonna
Romney's
yell.
Playing Boulder Parchment Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, we're
fine.
We're a little busy right now. Come on.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna tell Romney, like, I feel like rather than just like bumping around the dungeon, we should just tell Romney to tell us which direction we need to go. Because it could be over there, it could be over there, maybe it's in the house.
There could be doors we don't need to go into.
I
They've
just,
got bitey things behind them that we could just assume
Yeah.
are bullet.
I don't want to fight any more statues. Maybe we should just go ask Romney which direction to go.
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Romney.
Damn it!
Which
She
way
beat
is
me
the
again.
thing?
What?
Which way is the thing? Dang it.
Do you want me to use a little more of my power to figure out?
You can either intuit it or figure something out.
Burn a spell slot.
All right.
Do that magic thingy that you do.
Smells like it's coming from cast locate object.
It is coming from directly ahead.
Smells like it's coming from directly ahead.
Okay, so we don't need to go through that padlock thing.
Do we hear anything from behind the makeshift wall and
The
door?
squeaking starts back up.
That's probably fine.
Behind the door?
I mean, you guys,
Behind the.
back down the passageway where you came. All right. So you're going to continue moving in the direction that the phase steel is.
Yeah.
All right. You travel a ways and come to an illuminated section. There's a pale white light that begins to kind of scatter across the floor. You can tell that it is being reflected and refracted by water. As you approach further, the passageway that you're currently within comes to an end into a massive domed room. There are 4 pillars holding up the ceiling, kind of equidistant from one another. The room is about 100 feet tall and 100 feet across. Just in front of this entrance into the room, there is about a 10-foot wide kind of upper level that seems to run around the entire circumference of it. And then there are these like kind of carved steps around the entire exterior that move down into the center. In the lower flattened portion in the center, it is filled with statues. There's probably 3 dozen of them. On the far end, Ronnie, I think you're the only one who could probably see this, maybe Javid. You guys can see that there is another doorway at the far end. This room is dimly illuminated by what looks to be a skylight. But it's not really the sky so much as it is some kind of glowing orb underwater above a glass viewport at the top of the ceiling.
We're looking up
You're
into.
looking up at the ocean.
Ooh.
And before you guys go into the room, let's take a quick 5-minute break.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. So, you have arrived at the entrance to the strange domed room.
And yeah, I think you were describing something like like a walkway or something around the outside of the room.
Yeah, there's kind of, there's a part that's level with your current cells, and then there's like steps that go down, and then there's a central portion that is low.
And the it goes down to where all the hundreds of statues are, and then if we were to say go around the outside of the dome, we could do it on this level.
Yeah.
All right. I feel not like interacting with statues who are probably going to turn bloody-eyed and want to kill us because that's the way they do. Maybe we can sneak around the outside of this room at this level and maybe get to the other side without having to go down into the middle.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, is the Igit in this room? Is there a way out of this room? Is this a dead end? Like, is it the Igit definitely in this room?
Oh, also, Romney, you can tell that the ingot can sense the direction to its location. You can tell that it is about, from your current angle, it's up a little bit, maybe about 30 degrees.
It's like stuck in the wall?
Do I have a sense of about how far?
If you kind of shift right or left to kind of, locate yourself relative to it, you can, to determine your angle relative, you can tell that it's pretty close.
I lick my thumb and I like hold it up, close one eye, like look at stuff.
Does it seem like it's in the direction of the orb in the middle, like in the middle of the room?
No, the orb's way higher than that.
Take a whiff of the fumes coming off my sensor. Yeah, it's close. I can feel. I can almost taste it.
Like, could Briar? I mean, Briar can fly, right? So could Briar just like carry you, and you can just direct her?
Well, what's the light like in this room?
Dim, pretty much everywhere, unless you get close to the top.
I'll just fly myself.
Okay, yeah.
So,
All right.
I hover into the air and I try to get a better sense of what's going on.
As you kind of hover into the air, entering into the room, you realize that the way the dome is shaped is it kind of comes up to a point, and then there's like another dome off of it, reaching up towards the very top. And at that intersection between the two domes, there's a very narrow walkway. As well, there are kind of like little handholds built in that like would let you climb down. However, as you fly up towards this space, getting closer to the object, you suddenly realize that one of the statues against this ceiling up here is not a statue. It uncoils, and you realize that it was this gray-scaled, half-woman, half-snake. And she is going to lock eyes with you.
I close my eyes. I know better.
How far away is he from us?
I wouldn't have like up and away this stuff. I would have.
He's probably about 30 feet in the air, and
Yeah, that sounds about right.
30 feet from you guys. He's not that far.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yeah, I need you guys.
Get that natural one out of here. No natural ones for me, good sir.
Does Briar have advantage?
Should be Briar and Ben that have advantage right now.
All right. This quite large, half woman, half snake unfurls. And all right, you're closing your eye. She's going to use her frightful presence. All of you hear a rumble, and some of the statues around the base begin to crack and shift. Romney, you're actually the only one within range. Yeah, everyone else is far. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
27.
All right. You feel this like wave of supernatural fear wash over you, but you shrug it.
Damn right I do. Romney ain't scared. He's drunk.
But she draws up a longbow, pulls back an arrow, and this like magical shining blast zaps into Romney. His eyes are closed. He can't dodge. It just hits him straight on, and you take 24 damage. She draws another supernatural arrow from a quiver at her hip, pulls it back, fires again. Your AC is what?
20.
Yeah, that one hits too. You take another 22 damage.
What, you said 27 and 22?
24 and 22.
How's Romney? Like, how you doing? You okay? Like,
No, definitely not okay.
maybe go back over here.
Great plan. I wish I would have thought of it myself.
All right. That is the end of her turn. She is going a lair action. And she points. And you all watch. A statue kind of like crunches apart, draws a sword, and it's going to start moving towards. Oh, sorry. That was supposed to go after Javid's turn. Disregard. Anyway, Javid. That's what she is going to do.
Okay. The place is all lit, so there's no place for me to
It's
find
dim
a
light everywhere.
quiet, dark corner.
I will say you are in darkness right now.
Okay. Outstanding. Well, that's good for me. So with that then, nice. We'll cast Hunter's Mark and Favored Foe on Snake Lady. Because she is within range and I can see her.
She is
And
85 feet from you and 50 feet off the ground. So
my trigonometry is a little rusty. Is that 90 feet from me?
she is 98.6 feet away from you.
98.6. That's not good. Well, what I could do is move out into the room so that I'm within 90 feet. Cast Hunter's Mark on her. And then duck back into the dark, where I presume that I would be invisible to someone who would rely on dark vision to see me at that range.
You're going to run into the room and you're doing what to her?
Cast Hunter's Mark.
All right.
And then I think we need to see how she responds to fire damage. I will draw my last arrow of fire damage. And let's whoop. Go ahead and get that thing cast. And does a 15 hit?
Doesn't. Your arrow explodes off of the stone next to her. She hisses.
That was my fire arrow too. All right. Well, we're going to try it with thunder damage, this time without sharpshooter. Does a 30 hit?
30 does hit, yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Your arrow strikes, and at this distance, you're not quite sure what you see, but there's this like burst of energy in front of you. The arrow hits, but it does not seem to do as much as you thought it would.
That was thunder, you said?
Thunder arrow. Arrow of thunder damage.
I don't see the thunder damage.
I don't have a way to do that. I have to just hand wave the thunder damage. I don't have damage on that.
I mean, how much damage does it do? Are you rolling the damage?
Oh, there it goes.
Alright, that does work. I didn't realize you were hitting her with a magic. Yep. She does. There's this, like, crack of sound echoing through the space. She kind of hisses and snarls. Is that the end of your turn?
No, I've got one more. And that was the last of the thunder damage, but I have got cold damage. So for my extra attack on the first round, I will fire a third arrow. 18 to hit.
An 18 does not hit.
All right then. Well, that explodes harmlessly off to the side as well. And that, I think, is the end of what I've got.
All right. She's gonna use legend. Teleporting, appearing directly in front of each of you.
Is that something I can counterspell?
No, she was too far away. Also, it's not a spell. And she summons the statue, and it's Briar's turn. Briar can either try to tank the petrifying gaze, or she can avert her eyes and not be able to see. What would you guys like her to do?
I think Emily would have her avert her eyes.
Okay. All right. The Medusa locks eyes with all of you. They glow a eerie and terrifying blue. Vin, you remember this gaze distinctly. Briar shoves her eyes away, and then she's going to raid and attempt to move towards her foe. She's going to wilds. When a creature hits her with an attack roll, they take 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution. Alright, and then it's going to charge towards the Medusa. She's going to make 2 attacks. One of them misses, the other one connects. And the Medusa take some damage as she hits her with her battle axe. It is... You know what? She's going to use a legendary action to attack. Drawing a short sword, she's going to slap at Actually, no, she's gonna leave it. 2 stone statues walk forward from the pit and begin to attack. One of them's gonna Briar, the other one, they can't really move that fast, so that's actually as far as they can get. One of them just bludgeons Briar in the back. And actually, it hits her twice for 6 damage and then 2. And that is Xena made it armor. Oh, the statue. Sorry, Demetari, it's your turn. Are you going to continue to look, or are you going to avert your eyes?
I mean, I can look at her as long as it's not in her eyes, right?
No. You cannot look at her.
Well, okay.
She can, basically, if your eyes are open, she can use magic to force you to look at her. That's kind of how it works. So if you close your eyes, you're safe. But if you look at her, it's basically a trade-off. Do you want to be able to see her and try to hit her with stuff, but tank the con save, or do you want to just not be as accurate?
No, I gotcha. Can I spend my action? I would like to, first off, scooch away from her, because that's a little scary.
Are you averting your eyes? So this does happen at the start of your
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sorry. Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna avert my eyes. Back up a smidgy. And then, can I spend my action grabbing my mirror? Because I assume that's not a free action.
Yeah, if you didn't have it out, like if it's in your bag, then you
Yeah.
probably have to go digging for it.
Right. So I'm grabbing my mirror, because.
All right. Romney, it's your turn. You are technically not actually. You're not within 30 feet of her, so you do not have to avert your eye.
That changes what I was gonna do then. All right. How far away are my friends? Like 40-ish feet.
They are exactly 50 feet from you, actually. Finn is. The rest of them may be a little further.
So let's move over here outside of their range, and then I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on the Medusa. Actually, I'll cast it before I move. No, that's fine. I hit her with Fairy Fire. Dex save.
She succeeds. She kind of twirls, and the dust dissipates around her. But it is an area of effect, right? So it's
a 20-foot cube, so
Where are you putting
that's
the cube?
all 3 of them. Centered on Briar.
Okay.
Like in between Briar and her. So Briar has to make a dex save, but it's at advantage.
Alright, so it's all of them. Got it. Briar just barely saves. And both of the fail. Or the statues, sorry. So they are...
They are highlighted, and any attacks against them have advantage.
Alright.
And it sheds dim light for a 10-foot radius. Yep. Now, if I remember correctly. Nope. That's what I got. End of turn.
Okay, fuck it. The eyes point directly towards Azri. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You begin to petrify. Your body is solidifying around you. You are... And it is your turn. You are restrained.
This is not a charmed or a frightened effect, right? It's petrified.
Nope, it is petrification.
Okay. So I'm restrained, so I can't move. Is that correct? But I can get something on my bag, right?
I don't know if restrained lets you do things.
Because I just want to like pull my mirror out of my bag and put it in front of me and say, "Look at yourself," and try to get her to look, because she's looking at me, right? Because she just petrified me, so I want to like try to get the mirror and get like her gaze into the mirror.
Sure.
I don't know what kind of check that would be, but I do want to like pull, because I would have had it at close access because I was planning on using it.
I will say you can spend your action pulling out the mirror and trying to like point it towards the Medusa.
All right, what kind of check would that be? Would that be like acrobatics to try to get it, or like? Because I'm trying to, because she just caught my gaze, so I'm trying to get the mirror into her gaze so she sees her own reflection.
I mean, you could kind of point it towards her. I don't know if I would let that be necessarily a check.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll say you're able to like pull your mirror out and point it.
Okay.
I do need you, as it is the end of your turn, to make another con save. And you solidify. You turn to stone.
Is the mirror still working?
The mirror
or
is like pointed in your hands, and you're just like frozen. The rest of you watch Azrael just like the Medusa locks eyes with her, and within the span of just a couple of seconds, just turns her to stone.
Well, I'm still holding the mirror though, so you know if she looks at me again. But yeah, that's it.
You note the light here is quite dim. It may be hard for her to see herself in the mirror. It is Denise's turn. Would he avert his eye?
He doesn't have eyeballs. He's a skeleton.
He can still see.
I don't think he would. I think he would be like straight up running toward her, trying to kill her.
You know what? Let's see if Denise can tank it.
Go Denise. Woo!
He does not. Denise is drawing his sword up ready to charge at her, and you watch as his steps get slower as he just starts to turn to stone. No, Denise. All right. Well, bummer for him. One of is going to move up from the bottom and is going to attack Brian. All right, and the statue is going to hit her once because she's not looking. She's essentially blinded herself. It's going to hit her once, 5, and then once for, and that is the end of its turn. Then it's your turn. Are you averting your eyes or are you not?
Crawling around on that.
Yeah, that's a roach.
Yep. We may need to have an exterminator come.
We can hear you guys. Vin, what are you doing?
Sasha, you're on mute. I don't know if you realize that.
I did not realize that. I've just kind of been talking this whole time, so I realize now that you guys have not heard my dumb little commentary.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything you've said this whole time.
Oopies! We're not on the roof still, right? We're down on the ground now?
You're on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna attack her. It's okay. I'll
All
take the...
I need you to make a con save. You do note, as you look at her, that she is wearing a black metal crown on the top of her head. And you save. You're just you power straight through it and you charge the Medusa.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. And I'm ready to swing
You've
to
been
hit.
there, done that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. Thank you
Not
very
this
much.
time.
Does an 11 hit?
It does.
Okay, then my next attack. Does a 24 hit?
24 does. And you can roll your damages at the same time you make your attacks.
How do I do that?
You gotta click the right spot.
So when you're on your character sheet in D&D Beyond, so rather than you'll see all the way at will. So if you're looking at spells at will, but if you're looking at attack, there's a little sword button. You want to hit that rather than the number, because the sword button will roll whatever it is, minus +9, that and the damage, rather than just if you roll +9, that's just the attack.
Oh. Did that work this time?
Yes. All right. I'm assuming you ignited your flame tongue greatsword.
Oh, fuck yeah, I did.
All right. You hit her 4. All right. Feel free to make another. Also, you can move yourself up to her.
I didn't give myself what?
Go ahead and make another attack. I think you've got multiple.
I do. I have one left. What if we just count that 27 as my next hit?
Sure. Go ahead and roll more damage.
Yeah.
Actually, you would have been able to attack, right?
I think I... Nope, you're right. Only twice.
So you missed once, and you hit her once. That is the end of your turn. It is her turn. She recharges her legendary... Man, she can use that shit every...
Are you sure we can beat her? Like, are you positive?
Never mind, she doesn't recharge. It's her turn. The one person who is tanking her attack, or her petrifying gaze, then she is going to lunge in towards you. These, like, venomous snakes from her hair just start biting at you.
Fair. That's a lot of dice you're secretly rolling there.
No, not. The snakes from her hair just are, like, biting at you. They're finding soft spots. Their teeth just, like, sink straight through the joints in your plate mail. And the snakes do hit, actually. I'm gonna refresh. Should go kind of high. The snakes do hit, and you take 8 piercing damage and 18 poison damage.
Ooh, okay.
And then she hits you with 2 short sword attacks for a total of 11 damage.
Okay. Ow.
Javid, it's your turn. Are you averting your eyes or not?
Javid, you are muted as well.
Thank you. Yes, I'm averting. I saw her move and averted my gaze. So I will move further down the tunnel, which I assume is dark and hidden from her.
You said you were averting your eyes and then running.
Yeah.
Scurrying.
I'm scurrying, and then assuming that I'm outside the range of
You
her.
can't look at her again until the start of your next turn.
Okay. Then
That makes
it's
her
dark here,
invisible to
right?
you. Yep.
All right. So we're invisible to each other. And it's gonna do regular stuff. I will try. Try to hit her with an arrow. $18 and
18. 18 and a 30, those do hit.
oh, they both do?
Yeah. I think you missed her
Oh.
earlier with 17.
No, it was definitely
I-
18. He definitely hit him with. He definitely rolled an 18 to hit, and you said it missed.
Alright, then it misses.
What?
What?
Birds. All right, well, 30 to hit, and with 14 plus Hunter's Mark, doing a whopping 15 points of damage. And you said the first one missed.
Yep.
So that's what I got.
The Medusa. Well, you're lucky, Javid, as she cannot see you. She's going to target someone else. She looks to her right at Briar, gazes at her, and there's this like strange shimmer that overcomes Briar, and she now has disadvantage on Constitution saving throw. And it's Briar's turn, but she's going to avert her eyes because that would be stupid not.
That's what Emily would do.
Not a stupid creature.
What Emily is going to do... damn it, everyone's in the fucking way.
Right.
Briar's going to do... well, damn. I did a good job moving those monsters to where you guys really couldn't flank the Medusa.
Yeah, I noticed that.
She swings wildly to no... the Medusa is unfazed. One of the armors is going to flank with Ven. It's going to attack you.
Rude.
And your AC is 18, correct?
It is.
It hits you once, twice, for a total of 8 damage. And the other one is going to attack. Alright, and it hits Briar for 3 damage. Demetari, it's your turn. And you are more
Have
than
my mirror.
feet. You have your mirror. You do not have to avert your eyes.
Okay, I would just I'm gonna give it a solid go and cast Banishment on Medusa.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't know if that actually cast it because it didn't look like it did on my end.
That's a charisma save.
I see it in the...
Okay, yeah, I do too now. So many tabs.
She
I mean, surely she's not that
saves.
charismatic. No!
She is not, but she rolled high.
That's silly. Okay. I don't have a lot of extra fancy moves. I mean, I'm a one and done kind of wizard here, so I'll try again next time.
Alright. Romney, it is your turn. You also do not have to avert your eyes as you are too far.
Alright, spiritual weapon, 4th level. With trash fucking roll. But it's now there.
Sorry, I gotta step away for a sec.
Yeah. And for my action, I'm gonna use Twilight Sanctuary. which is a 30-foot radius circle.
Beow.
So at the start of everybody's turn, they'll get 13 temporary hit points.
Smart. All right. It's the end of your turn. She's going to use legendary action. She's going to attack Vin.
Hit crime.
At this point,
She misses. You're just like locking eyes with her, just parrying with your flaming sword. Her short sword is deflected away. Would be Azriel's turn, but she is a block of marble currently.
Yeah, maybe someone might want to do something about that.
whoa, chill. What's with the hostility?
I'm making a suggestion, that's all.
Oh, it's not like the cleric is sprinting at you the whole fucking time.
He's got little legs. Leave him alone.
He was flying. Alright, it is Denise's turn. He can't really do anything on his turn. He's like trying to do stuff. Nothing's happening. And he fails his save and turns into a well-carved block of marble.
Ooh, piece of art? Heck yeah.
He is now a piece of skeleton art. Alright. The statue that was previously animated is going to attack Briar. And it misses twice. At the end of its turn, she's going to attack Vanna. She's feeling pretty. Yeah, she's going to.
Did it hurt?
I don't know if it necessarily hurt, but it did hit. She rolled a nat 20, and she hits you for 11 damage.
Just 11?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, no. Then it's your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep looking at her, so another con check.
Yep, go ahead and make another con save.
Ruh-roh!
You begin to petrify.
Can I do anything else in my turn, or is that it?
You can't attack. You are restrained. Your attacks have disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna try to attack her. And it's shift click to make it advantage disadvantage?
I think shift just makes it advantage.
Yeah, it's shift is advantage, control is disadvantage. And if you want to play around with the settings, you can actually make it where it asks you each time if you want to be advantage, disadvantage, or normal.
As you're like slowing down, petrifying your blade, she just easily deflects it away from her. She's got a very large smirk on her face.
Okay, my other
You can
one.
still see the crown on her head made of dark metal.
I'm thinking that's the Igit. Just a
Yep.
feeling.
Yep. It feels.
I would never
It
telegraph.
feels like it's been mentioned once or twice.
Like maybe we can just grab the agate and run away. Well, some of you can run away.
Okay. Vin did not hit with either of those attacks.
Yes,
She is turning to
unfortunately,
stone.
Vin is turning to stone. It is the Medusa. She is going to move away.
Oh, Vin, don't forget your 13 temporary hit points.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you
thank
do
you.
get 13 temp HP. I think you
And I
can.
need that. I get an attack of opportunity, don't
You
I?
do get an attack of opportunity, and I think technically so does. Briar wouldn't, because I think it says an enemy you can see.
And I still have disadvantage.
Yep.
It's not my fault. I'm turning to stone.
Yeah. You have to just be able to see it in order to opportunity. Unfortunately, unfazed. Does your aura do anything to the Medusa?
Whose aura?
Yours, you're a paladin. You have some type of aura
Yeah, you have
at level
You
10.
have some type of aura, and Romney's spell that he's concentrating.
I'm not concentrating on anything right now.
My aura?
You were concentrating on Fairy Fire.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot to cast that.
You
It didn't work on the Medusa, so I chalked it up as a loss.
Well, both of the statues failed, so they are technically targeted. She's gonna attack. Just
Yeah, so you have an aura protection, it looks like. So while you're conscious, all friendly allies within 10 have +4 to saving throws. I was within 10 feet of Vin when I rolled my saving throws. So those would have been 21.
You would have saved. That sounds like a Vin problem for not reminding you.
Vin doesn't even know where I'm looking.
So if you go under your features and traits, you will see that you have, because all paladins get an aura, you have an aura of protection. You also have an aura of courage. Very good to know. While you are conscious, all creatures within 10 feet of you can't be frightened.
That is good to know.
Yeah, so those are the two things you should really know, because I wouldn't be
Yeah.
petrified if you had
She
remembered
wouldn't
that.
be petrified, and also you have an aura of alacrity. You have additional 10 feet of movement, and anyone who starts their turn within 5 feet of you also has 10 feet of movement.
So what I would do is in Forge on your character, put a little aura around you that's like 10 feet around you. And that might just be the trigger in your mind to remember that you have auras, and then you can look them up.
Okay, Liam, can you give me an aura? Because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, because I rolled my saving throw before everyone but Briar moved, so I was definitely within 10 feet of her.
You would have saved it.
I'm sorry.
So, this is somebody's fault.
But yeah, paladins have auras. I just didn't realize that. I didn't look at what yours were. It's kind of a big deal with paladins.
Just
It is-
retcon it and just let her thaw out right now.
Alright.
Yeah,
aura kicks in.
maybe Ven. Yeah, can I just Hulk out of it at this point, right? Like,
Sure, you're depetrified.
awesome.
But the Medusa is gonna snake hair and short sword it with advantage. She hits all 3 attacks for she deals 10 damage, that's resisted. And then 16 damage that is not resisted and that is poison. All right, there you go. I fixed that. Javita, it's your turn.
All right. I think we will try hitting this gal with some cold damage. I'll try see if Gloomstalker or a sharp shooter gives me anything once. That's good. And then
That do be
with
hit.
an arrow of say what?
That does hit.
All right. And then the cold damage. That is not. Why is this not rolling any damage? Plus 33 of cold damage.
Holy shirt balls! You did 33 cold damage.
Yes. It's a crit.
All right.
And
Well-
then because that worked so well,
Go ahead.
we'll do it again.
Well, she's definitely gonna turn your ass to stone.
She'd like to try.
She's got.
Oh, and I forgot to add Hunter's Mark Hurdy's.
Help.
Well, that didn't help a whole lot.
1 damage.
All right, second attack. That was nothing.
Yeah, this
Alrighty.
time your first arrow just like sinks into her, and this like shock of ice runs across her torso. Like you can see her armor is like just this frigid frost color, and she just her eyes filled with rage, and she looks straight at you. And I need you to make a con save.
What?
And you're not in anybody's aura.
What are you talking about? I'm not in somebody's aura. I'm 10 feet away from Romney. We get the Romney
forget your
goodness.
Don't forget your 13 hit points.
Yeah, those 13 HP will definitely.
That's-
Temporary HP.
How,
Hey, you know, the
What? How would-
takedown damage just the same.
Actually, no. She can't see you. You don't need to make.
right.
But you
I'm
pissed her off,
invisible
and she's
in
gonna
these colors.
teleport right there.
Oh, fuck that.
Well,
Okay.
she can't
I'm
see him
gonna-
though.
I'm
How
gonna
does she know where
take-
he is?
take-
Someone's firing
Take
arrows
my-
at her from right there.
take my move and go all the
No.
way to the back of the tunnel.
She
Yeah,
did
I
that
gotta
as a
move.
legendary action at the end of your turn. Your turn was over when she did that.
I get a move.
What's that?
I get a
Wherever
movement.
you
I get a
move,
movement.
she's gonna move next to you, is what he's saying.
What do you mean, what's your move?
No, I'm saying I get a movement. I'm going to say, oh, she's
He
going to
gets
get
a
pissed off
move,
at
not
that.
he's got to move.
Yeah, but what Liam's saying is her legendary
You-
actions
yeah,
happens
you-
where after you move.
Your turn ended. She teleported.
Well, I got to move as part of my action, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to run away.
Okay.
I just busted her up bad. I'm running down the hallway.
Got it. She teleports 90 feet. Fuck you.
I've
Alright,
got,
she's right there. Briar's turn. She does not have to keep her eye. She is in excess of 30 feet. You think she would avert her eyes and charge?
Yeah, I think Emily would protect her, so she wouldn't take that risk. I mean, she might do reckless maybe, but I don't think she would look at her.
Alright, she's going to leave the reach of the 3 statues. She's going to have to provoke opportunity attack. She's going to
Emily
flank
would
the
definitely do
Medusa
that.
to give herself straight roll.
Now we've got her where we want her.
One of them hits her for 2. And she's going to flank. She's straight. One of them hits for 10. All right. The Medusa is annoyed that it doesn't know where the arm is. She's going to teleport backward. And it's the armor's. Armor's going to go for. As. And then. Wow, and it misses. Both of them miss all of their attack. Demtari, it's your turn. Are you looking or not looking?
I have my mirror out now, so can I look through my mirror? Or does that count as I'm looking?
I mean, you can avert your eyes and then hold the mirror up.
Yeah, that I'm Hermione Granger.
Are you doing any Oakley trick shot?
Hermione Granger style, that was good.
Thank you.
And didn't Hermione
yeah.
Granger turn herself to stone on accident doing that?
She did, yes,
She
yes.
did, but it was because she didn't have her mirror up first, I think.
I thought she was-
I don't know.
I thought the reflection went through the. So she looked
Yeah.
at the mirror, and through the mirror, she turned herself to stone.
Yeah, she
I
was
don't
using it to
know.
check corners, and she saw it around a corner and turned herself to stone. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Uh,
I'm a bit, yeah.
There
That's
was a
what happened.
basilisk. That's not
It was a
Medusa.
basilisk.
It's
Not-
different.
not quite as powerful as a Medusa. It is your turn. You don't have to look at her. You do note it is dark or dim here. It is going to be difficult for her to see herself in the mirror unless you get really close or turn on a light.
Yeah, so I actually had some questions. I wrote them down.
Okay.
So for example, if I were to look through Gamby's eyes, right?
Gamby
And I
would turn
look
to
at
stone.
her. Okay, so I wouldn't, but he would. Okay, cool. If she, and I don't know if I would know this or if this is something that I'm just not gonna have an answer for. But would I know, like, if she dies, do the people petrified go back to normal? Or is it like a
Unclear.
permanent thing?
You would have to make a check to determine that.
Okay. And if I banish her, I assume everything she's wearing is also with her?
Pretty much, yep.
Cool. Alright. Fine, then what I think I'll try to do instead of banishment, I'm not trying to get her to look at herself necessarily. I just want to be able to see her through the mirror. And I'll cast blindness.
On her.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's a con save.
She rolled a 20, unfortunately. She is not blinded.
You guys are doing great. Okay.
I do actually think you would have had to look at her to cast that spell.
Well, I do, which is why I was like, I'm gonna look like, doing a whole
I
this
need you
is
to
my
make
mirror.
a con save.
Okay, see, that's what I needed to know.
Yeah, using the mirror to look at her will still turn you to stone.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So my con save was not good.
It was not great. You could still cast the spell, which obviously did not work. And then at your next turn, you'll need to make a save. So right now you're restrained. So you'll be able to do something.
Okay.
All right. Romney, are you looking or reverting?
Birding.
All right. You watch as Demetari casts a spell and then begins to turn to stone.
I'm gonna take a step back. Bonus action, spiritual weapon to hit the Medusa that's right there.
That hits.
Here's the button.
Oh. The Medusa is looking haggard. The scales around her, giant snake legs are beginning to fall apart. There's like blood and gore oozing off of her. She looks furious. What are you doing?
Trying to find a spell that says I don't have to see her. Oh, cool. Moonbeam. Right on top of her.
Don't you have to be outside for that?
I don't think so.
It don't say anything about it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Con save or half as much. Shape changer has disadvantage. And fairy fire drop. Also, I get the 13 temp hit points now.
All right. Seeing if
I would obviously put the moonbeam not to where it didn't like smoke then.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep. It's only on her. She'll take 13 radiant damage on her turn. Okay. Nah. She can't see Daydark or Javi. That's who she wants to freeze, but she can't.
I have a mirror up. I just want to
That's
point
okay.
that out.
Romney, I
Okay.
need you to make a... She is forcing you to look at her. I need you to make a con save.
It's not against concentration.
you begin to petrify. And Azrael, it's your turn. Are you looking at her or not?
I'm not gonna look at her. Can I punch the statue in front of me and then look away from her? Like, can I look at the statue and then close my eyes after I'm done punching it?
You can look at other stuff. That's okay.
Okay, because I'm gonna punch the statue and then close my eyes.
Got it.
Apparently not very well. Did any of those hit?
Nope.
No, okay. Well, I try to punch the statue, but I'm really scared of being petrified, so my eyes apparently are like half open.
Blame it on Vin.
Alright, that's the end of my turn. I am not. My eyes are closed at this point.
One of the statues is going to move down the pole. Then it's your turn. You can do some stuff right now, and then at the end of your turn, you're going to make another save.
What can I do? Can I still...
So you are
Move at all?
restrained. You cannot move, but you can do things that are within reach.
So I can still swing to hit the Medusa because she's just standing right next to me like an
Yes.
idiot.
You can't.
Dumb. Dumb lady.
Additionally, you would have disadvantage. However, Briar is to spend her inspiration and give it to you, so you have a straight roll.
Yay, straight roll. Fuck.
And then for your other attack, which would be at disadvantage technically.
Oh, that was a disadvantage. My bad. Ah! Things keep clicking!
Unfortunately, an 11 does not hit.
Okay. Let me
Alright, you
see.
made a good concept.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to use nothing. I'm going to use nothing. And then I'll make it count. I was trying to see if I had any bonus action spells, but none of them are like that.
Alright, con save time. Unfortunately, you turn to stone.
Yeah.
It is the start of the Medusa's. She needs to make a con save.
Yeah, con save for the moonbeam.
Alright, you see her and she's like,
This is gonna hurt.
not to you. She is going to leave your region, and technically Briar's actually. So you and Briar could do opportunity. if you look at her, I guess for you it doesn't really matter. Yours is already disadvantaged. Briar's going to do... Actually, no. Briar can't do an opportunity attack. You can, though. She's not going to blow. Or she'll turn. Not quite a hit. She moves behind Azrael and just snake hair, short sword. The snake hair bites into you, and you take 6 piercing damage and 12 poison damage. And then she hits with one of the short sword attacks for 5 damage. So that would have been 23 total damage.
Got it.
Javid, though, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I think I'll try stopping this creature. I had focused all my attention on, but now I don't have any fancy arrows. They are all used up. But we'll do what we can. Okay. I don't think that works. But we give it another go.
17 unfortunately does not hit. Remember that you can shoot again if you miss one time.
You're right. Thank you. I forgot about that. We will do that.
We should have mandatory read your character sheet time.
That would be worthwhile, wouldn't it?
Isn't that like the first 13 minutes before everyone gets here?
Alright, 22 does.
And let's add Hunter's Mark to that for a total of 22.
Your arrow sinks into her back. She lets out another hiss.
And we will try see if we can put her away.
A 19 does hit.
All right. Plus Hunter's Mark. 1. A total of 29 damage. And then as I'm as far back in the thing as I can go, I think I've done what I can do. Let's see.
She is just like, her breathing is haggard. She's bleeding heavily from these arrows that are like embedded in her torso and her snake abdomen.
Can Briar kill her? She can come over and
Let's
flank
find
with
out.
me.
Briar's gonna move over. She is not gonna. And she's gonna. She misses the first one with a nat 1, and the second one she lands, and she just sinks the battle axe into the Medusa's spine. The Medusa lets out a last gasp, and her eyes just suddenly dim. The light goes out, and she collapses. And that's where we're going to stop for the week. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Good job.
Fitting that Briar kills her, given that she had her freaking agate.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.